We are now moments away before tip-off of this long-awaited moment for the George Fox Bruins taking on the Thomas More Saints. This is a raucous crowd tonight. Thomas More, hailing from the Cincinnati area, they have traveled well. Blue Zone and Bruin Nation, they've traveled admirably themselves, at least 100 strong. Behind us is the George Fox Bruins wearing the all-white uniforms with the navy double blue piping. Meanwhile, the Thomas More Saints outfitted in a royal hue of blue with some white trim as well. Starting lineups announced for both teams in the backcourt. Quickly to recap, Abby Owings and Sydney Wainscott will start for the undefeated Saints. The front court will consist of Alexa Santamaria, the 5'11 junior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. She'll be aided by Sam Cady, and rounding out the lineup, the well-regarded and two-time now All-American Player of the Year, Sydney Moss, the 5'10 junior out of St. Albans, West Virginia. And meanwhile, for your George Fox Bruins, making their third appearance in the national championship game in the backcourt, it'll be the 5'10 junior Nicole Blizzard and the 5'7 senior Jamie Morris. Up front, we'll see Kylie Doomer starting, the 5'9 sophomore by way of Southridge High School. The last stop for Michael Meek, where he won 5 titles in 6 years before advancing to George Fox University in the summer of 2010. Justine Benner and Lauren Conling, two Northwest Conference all first-teamers, will round out the lineup. Benner will go to tip with Alexa Santamaria. Ball is up in the air, and here we go from Grand Rapids, Michigan. The national championship game is afoot. The Bruins win the tip. Blizzard operating. Right side, picked up the dribble, patiently waiting. Catching the ball up high is Codling. Flashbulbs popping up. Morris for 3, missing off the front of the rim. Rebound secured by Cady. Quickly clearing left to Wainscott. Ahead to Owings. Very fast place. She plays with. Knocks in a jumper off the board. Thomas More loves to run, but the Bruins do too. And George Fox will need to settle down sooner than later. Blizzard picked up the dribble. Sent it ahead to Benner. Space ahead. Numbers. The kick across. Kylie Doomer. 3 is up. That one rims in and out. She had the first open look from distance last night in that similar spot along the left corner and knocked it down cleanly. Thomas More to George Fox still yet to get on the board. Saints move it around. Baseline jumper on point by Sam Cady. Thomas More beginning this game with plenty of momentum, as George Fox did last night against their opponent. Benner running through, too strong, laid it up strong off the glass. Bruins secure the offensive rebound. They'll reset. Blizzard, three-pointer from the top, and she got the shooter's bounce. It bounced twice off the front, then softly out the back of the iron, ironically after the Bruins had so much trouble against the unkind rims last night in the 70-58 victory against Montclair State. 18:42 to go in the first half. Owings, right wing near side. Indoors to Cady. Tried to bounce it down low. Codling deflected it. Santamaria got it back and finishes it in from 2 feet out. Thomas More claiming a 6-3 lead as both these teams looking to get in rhythm. Thomas More has answered first. Blizzard around the Benner pick. Looks up for the 3. It's off the mark. She's only hit 7 all year long. Enters this game shooting 28% from the three-point line. Here is the star of the season in D3 women's basketball. Moss, her first shot of the night. Misses long from straight away on the three-point attempt. The rebound hauled in by the Bruins, and it's going to be a foul down low against Thomas More. Michael Meekin, since based on his reaction, I actually thought that foul was going to be against the Bruins. So 18:09 to go in the first half. Bruins down by 3. Just moments into the 2015 Division III Women's Basketball NCAA National Championship. Benner hustling with the ball all the way down the court, starting at the timeline, trying to shove off Alexa Santamaria. In the end, Santamaria is called for the block. Quickly, Thomas More has accrued 2 team fouls. Bruins will inbound from the right baseline. Blizzard to handle. Looks for Morris, curling on the left. She's shrouded. Outside, she enters to Codling. Reverse to Blizzard. Inside, Benner commands the triple team. Kicks up to Kylie. Doomer on the drive. Across to Benner. Pass almost too high for her to handle, but she hauls it in. Swings it right outside to Blizzard. Blizzard versus Owings. Interesting matchup there. Blizzard pulls back. Misses on the baseline jumper. So far, it's been mostly mid-range two-point shots that the Bruins have failed to convert on. Thomas More quickly back. Santamaria, left block. Codling meets her, turns, puts it up, and gets the roll. Alexa Santamaria, averaging better than 7 points a game, has opened up this game in rhythm so far with 4 on the night. Thomas More leading the Bruins 8-3. The Bruins offense remaining cold as it did for virtually the first 25 minutes of last night. Communication issues for the Bruins right now between Benner and Blizzard. They save it away to Morris on the right side. Now up top to Doomer. Doomer kicking left, over to Blizzard. Nicole will drive against the shorter Owings, puts up the runner, off the mark, offensive rebound, Codling, going high, seeking contact, and scores against Moss, kissing the ball off the window. Bruins attacking down low. The Saints clear the press. Ahead, long lob to Santa Maria, and Santa Maria puts it in again. Bruins late to close on the full court press, and Thomas More leads 10-5. Michael Meek does not like the way this game has begun, and he is having a spirited conversation with the official closest to him. Not sure what it's regarding exactly, but the Bruins looking somewhat tense right now. They've received opportunities, and Michael Meek's going to settle down his players just a shade over 3 minutes into this ball game. So we've seen what the Thomas More Saints are all about so far. Again, Sydney Moss is the star of this team, regarded as the best player in the nation in Division III women's basketball. A storied career was developing for her. She accepted a scholarship to play at Division I University of Florida, performed so well, averaging over 12 points a game in her freshman campaign, that she was nominated and elected the SEC Freshman of the Year, coming off a great season, was homesick, wanted to move back home. There were some political struggles trying to find out who would let her out of the agreement with Florida. Eventually, they allowed her to play D3 basketball, and here she is for the Thomas More Saints. They've only lost one game in her 2 years here. Ball back into play. Bruins on offense. Morris outside, swings to Codling. Deep in the paint. Tried to swing it to the cutting Benner. Had trouble handling the pass. Tied up. As Katie's on the ground, it's a loose ball with the arrow pointing in Thomas More's direction. Thomas More looking very confident. Still waiting for George Fox to acclimate to this game overall. It's a fast-paced one. We've seen a lot of physicality so far. Katie in the backcourt moves it right to Santa Maria. The forwards showing off their handles. They zoom it high. Codling intercepted the pass, trying to throw it high on the lob to Owings in the front court. Could have been a foul on Codling, but I think instead it's just going to be whistled out of bounds. Thomas More will reassume possession. Quickly, we'll see the Dobermans brought in. The fierce defense of Sammy Nalawai and Daisha Heckendorf. Heckendorf now enduring her second national championship game in her career. She played as a freshman for the Bruins against Illinois Wesleyan. Following that night, she's seeking her first national championship alongside senior teammate Jamie Morris. Moss on the move, guarded well by Heckendorf. This is an entertaining one-on-one matchup. Moss driving, she has the size, puts it up, missed off the glass in the act. So Heckendorf trying to stick with Sydney Moss. Certainly Heckendorf, not the bigger body than Moss, as Moss is full pure brute force. 5'10" guard, powerful, quick, can post up. She is really that five-tool threat, that term they use affectionately in baseball. Moss's first free throw is right through the net. So Thomas More opening up this game on an 11-5 lead, not even 4 minutes into the national championship. Moss preparing for the second free throw. It's up, clanks, ball batted around, free, recoiled by Benner. Justine comes out running, past the midcourt line, to the arc, keeps it. Strong jump stop near the right block, kicks it outside to Nalawai, and they'll set things up on offense with Morris. 16:05 to go in the first half. Bruins trailing by 6. Quickly, the 6-point lead has developed. Codling trying to situate herself. Benner drives, puts up a tough fadeaway and nails it. And that is an encouraging shot to see. Benner cold last night, finished shooting 5 for 16. Here's a scrum in the backcourt. Owings was stuck in coffin corner, tied up by Nalawai, who dove on the ground. And Owings did not appreciate the extra contact, trying to wiggle and shake off and elbow a couple of Bruins players in the process. So the Bruins, a little bit of an early lag deficit, but certainly as we've seen this season, not reluctant to fight. We're going to have a good game tonight. National championship, 15:50. We'll pause for time as Thomas More leads George Fox 11-7. And you're listening to the Bruins Sports Network from Grand Rapids.